Commanders, on the Update 1.23.1 Common Test, you can be among the first to try the new branch of Japanese heavy tanks, as well as improved Frontline and Onslaught modes. The release of Update 1.23.1 brings a new Onslaught launch, Crimson Pegasus. Take part in it to get annual rewards, including rare 2D styles, crew members, and a special version of the CS-63 Hurricane. Starting from Season 2, the Onslaught shop will be enabled. In it, you can get the rare 114 SP2 tank destroyer for bonds, and much more. Onslaught will put you in dynamic battles with new modifiers and an expanded map pool. Himmelsdorf is out for some refinement, but 3 new maps have been added instead: Oyster Bay, Studzianki, and Outpost. They will be played differently than in random battles. During the test, you can come up with tactics for the maps in advance and adjust to the new modifiers. Spotting time has been reduced from 10 seconds to 3. If you don't keep a tank spotted, it'll disappear almost right away. Proximity spotting distance has been reduced from 50 to 25 meters. Dispersion at 100 meters has been reduced by 0.15 meters. All vehicles have become more accurate. 2 old modifiers will be active too: 25% more hit points and accelerated consumable cooldown. Remember that the modifiers work only in Onslaught and don't affect other modes. You don't need to purchase or activate them. They're always enabled for everyone. There have also been a lot of small changes and additions. Onslaught will be available for the entire testing period. Prepare to win. Frontline has undergone some changes too. Meet the Dynamic Battle Scenario System. Now it brings together the 3 combat reserve scenarios you've seen before. For each battle, 1 scenario is randomly selected. The first is Standard Battle with regular Frontline rules. The second is Operational Support, which accelerates the cooldown of combat reserves. You can now use them more frequently, which increases battle dynamics and expands your capabilities. The third scenario is Twist of Fate, where players select one of 2 random reserves when they reach ranks. This will allow you to adapt to the situation and use combinations of similar reserves if you want. Putting a reserve into a slot in the garage increases the chance of it dropping in the Twist of Fate scenario, while purchasing it for Frontline tokens increases its level in battle. We hope you like the new dynamic scenario system. It will add diversity to Frontline and make each battle special. The work on vehicle balance continues in Update 1.23.1. This time, tweaks have been made to a number of low-tier vehicles. With the improved balance, new players will have a simpler and more enjoyable start to their combat journey, while veterans will be able to find something new too. You can find more information in a dedicated article on the game website. To make the most of the test, try playing in the new Japanese heavies in both Frontline and Onslaught. They're not like the tanks in the Type 5 heavy branch at all. They're streamlined with sloped armor, more modern with 2 mechanics at once. But the first vehicles in the branch are a little simpler, of course. The Mitsu 108 is an experimental 3-turret tank, clearly inspired by the Soviet T-28, but much heavier. The next is the Type 3 Zhunu. It was the result of Japan purchasing and studying the Tiger I tank model, with the aim of creating something similar. This led to the creation of a heavier version of the well-known Cheeto tank, but with armor. The Type 4 Zhuto is a further development of the same project, but with even more sloped armor and screens, before it became mainstream. Next, the ideas make a big step forward. The Type 57 was developed under the influence of the IS-3 tank. The type is similar to Soviet post-war vehicles with its armor layout and big gun caliber. But there's one big difference. The Type 57 is equipped with an experimental gun cooling system. It allows the gun to fire more accurately if you wait a little after the reload. The second aiming circle shows this improved accuracy, which starts working as the gun cools down. There are no switchable modes. The improved accuracy activates by itself. So you can choose between firing right away when the gun's ready, which can be helpful in close combat, or sacrificing some damage per minute for an accurate shot from a range or at a small weak spot. This mechanic lets you adapt to the situation and remain effective at any range. Next up is the Type 68, which started the new school in Japanese tank design. In addition to its cooling system, this versatile heavy tank is also equipped with hydro-pneumatic suspension. It activates automatically at low speed, turning its -7 degrees of gun depression into -12. On steep terrain, these tanks feel as comfortable as the STB-1. Finally, the branch's crown jewel is the Type 71. It can get out of any sticky situation thanks to a balance of frontal armor and mobility. Its 120mm gun is pretty quick and accurate. The Type can look down on opponents with contempt thanks to its pneumatic suspension. Its strong turret excels in terrain-based play. And of course, the tank has a gun cooling system that allows you to fire either more quickly or more accurately. That's for you to decide. The mechanic doesn't limit you though, because the vehicle's stabilization and accuracy are good enough, even without cooling. But bear in mind its mediocre reverse speed and thin sides. Also, don't tilt the hull too much to avoid getting hit in the turret roof. Then you'll see the Type 71 in all its glory. That's it for now. Download the Common Test client. Cool down your guns and test the new vehicles in Frontline and Onslaught.